This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We are here in Hamburg for the WBC 62nd.
You know you're singing. Yeah. What kind of level did you get to?
I was in a band for like 3.5, 4 years.
What was the band called?
The band was called Free in a Bar.
Free in a Bar?
Yeah.
Did you do any like live performances or anything like that?
Yeah, all the time. We used to...
You're one of those people on a karaoke. You get into it, don't you?
You know what? We used to...
You're actually quite impressive.
We used to put on nights at the Circus Tavern.
Really?
Yeah.
Did anyone go?
Yeah. 500 every time. Well, you can sing though, can't you?
Lead singer?
Lead singer and drummer.
Wow. What?
Yeah.
When has there been a drummer who's a lead singer?
Phil Collins.
Who's he? Really?
Only one of the biggest. You can sing though, can't you?
Very good singer.
Should we have a sing-off?
I think I'm a better singer than you.
Let's have a sing-off.
Not now.
No, not now.
Yeah.
For charity.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Joe Pugh v Eddie Hearn, sing off for charity.
Perfect.
We both get to choose 3 songs. But here's the catch, right? You have to sing one of the other person's songs.
Yeah, I like that.
Because otherwise, I feel like everyone's got a song they can actually get away with. Do you know what I mean?
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. That's your one.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, let's do that early part of next year. Right, we are here for the 62nd annual WBC Convention. Just see in there, Dalton Smith has moved up from 3rd to 2nd. Understand he switched place with Jack Catterall because it looks like Jack Catterall is going down the WBO route. Deal agreed for the Barboza fight?
I hope so. It's not signed. Jack's agreed his end of the deal. We've made what we believe is a great offer to Arnold Barboza. We're negotiating with Golden Boy. Hopefully, it'll get done imminently. But we will see. Obviously, we've got Richardson Hitchens as well, who could fight Jack Catterall. But for me, I want to make the Arnold Barboza fight. I think it's a really good fight. And I do believe, you've seen the reports as well, that Teofimo Lopez will move up to 147 at some point. So that fight could be for an interim championship, or it could even be for a full title. So fingers crossed.
Dalton Smith, big fight, end of January, start of February?
Yeah, we're going to be fighting for, it's an important fight for Dalton Smith personally. And, from there, hopefully he becomes mandatory to the winner of Sandor Martin's fight for the WBC world title, which will be great for him. And we're cooking at 140. We've got so many fighters, so much great talent. And Dalton's someone that's very important to the Matchroom team. I thought he did a great job today. I mean, I think these conventions, people kind of underestimate the importance of them. I'll be honest, I'm here for 4 hours. Yeah. So I'm off to Monaco later. I flew in this morning. But these ratings days, I never really used to put the time and the manpower behind it. So we've got obviously Tom Dallas, we've got Jay Singh, our lawyer, who's canvassing on behalf of all our fighters. And probably in the early days, I missed opportunities to do that because I just didn't really think it's like, do you have to go to that? Do you know what I mean? You really do. And you've seen how busy it is. I mean, it's mad. So, yeah, just come today to show my face and support the WBC, who I think do an amazing job.
Terence Crawford has been around all week. What is your relationship like with Terence Crawford now?
Yeah, I think that I think a lot of these fighters kind of have their opinion of you before they work with you, and I think Terence has probably been told his whole career, be careful of that Eddie Hearn. The reality is, if you speak to anyone that I've worked with, they'll find it difficult, in my opinion, to say anything bad about us. They'll never be able to say they didn't keep their word, they didn't pay me. Ultimately, sometimes you don't get on with someone, sometimes there's a better opportunity elsewhere, but we're solid, 100%. And I think Terence's opinion in general of promoters is that they're in it for themselves and they're selfish and they're always trying to undercut you and stuff like that. That comes with who you've dealt with in the past. I've got a massive amount of respect for Terence Crawford. I think, we know he's an unbelievable fighter. I actually think that he's been so drastically under-promoted over the years that people actually haven't got the chance to see the real Terence Crawford, which is actually, obviously, a very intelligent guy, funny, yeah?
Very funny.
Unbelievably talented, and really should have been, in my opinion, a massive American sports star. Still a massive star. He's made a load of money, but I think he's one of the guys. I think legacy matters to Terence. Do you know what I mean? And I respect that. I think he will always make a decision of legacy over money. And I think when you get to that stage, you've got to respect it. So, yeah, see what's next for him. I don't know what the answer to that is.
Well, His Excellency reiterated this week at the convention that he wants to make the Canelo fight. Do you see that fight happening?
No.
Boots?
Yeah, but I think Terence is pretty. I mean, firstly, I don't think Terence will duck anyone. So I think he likes the Boots fight, but he also knows Boots is a good fighter, and he knows that fight could become much bigger. And obviously, if we unify at 47, if we fight Teofimo, if we fight Virgil Ortiz, once we come through those kind of fights, that fight with Crawford will be a massive fight. So yeah, I do believe that fight will get made in time, but I just don't see Crawford. I don't see Canelo fighting Crawford.
Spoke to Conor Benn this week. He's been here. I know he's left now. From your conversations, and I know you've had conversations with Ben Shalom recently about this, is it going to be Mario Barrios or is it going to be Chris Eubank Jr. next?
I would say it's 50-50 at the moment. I mean, I met Ben Shalom last night.
How was that?
It was all right. It's good. I mean, again, all these things, like, sometimes the only way you know these people is generally through IFL, where you're getting them to slag him off and he said that, and so you're not really going to like anyone, are you? But when I sat down with him, it wasn't like, start asking him what his favourite colour was. It was just, do we want to make this fight? And the answer is, yes, we do. Do you? Yes, we do. So let's try and find a way. You've got two fighters that want a huge amount of money for this fight, rightfully so. Two fighters that can't stand each other. And you've got one of the biggest fights in British boxing. So it's not easy. Now, I think at the same time, Conor Benn comes to events like this and says, I would love to win a WBC World Championship. You know, he looks in his father's gym and he sees that WBC middleweight world title and he goes, I could be world champion. And I think him against Barrios is a 50-50 fight, but I believe he beats him. So the boxing fan in me, the history lover, the legacy chaser, prefers the Barrios fight. The money man and the full-out beef and size of the occasion, I want Eubank then. But Conor's going to have a decision to make very soon. There's the two options. One's worth that much. The other one's worth that much. But guess what? That one comes with the gold. So what are you going to do? And that's a decision for the fighter.
Again, when I spoke to him this week, he had some choice words to say about Devin Haney.
Yeah.
I think, and I quote, the wettest, mingiest fighter he's ever come across. I know through recent months your relationship with Devin Haney has been a little bit turbulent, especially around the London Riyadh season card. Yeah, could that fight happen in the future?
Why not? I mean, I see Devin moving to 47, for sure. Conor Benn's a young man. I think he's going to be around for a long time. He's got a massive profile. He talks it. The build-up will be great. I think you're going to see Conor in all those kind of fights. So let's see what Devin does next. For me, I think Devin needs to get moving. Yeah. Like he fought in April. It's now December. He's not going to fight in January. He's going to be out for nearly a year. Time it's all said and done. So I'd love to see Devin back in the ring. I think he's a tremendous talent.
Is AJ going to be in Riyadh next week?
Not sure.
Okay. But big eyes, all eyes on that for AJ's future.
I mean, you know, it's not really like he'd rather let those two have the he'd rather watch it on TV. That's the reality. So, but obviously he also understands, you know, it's a major event. So we'll see. Obviously, I'm funking for Tyson Fury for many reasons. One, because he's British. Two, I'd love to see him overturn the first fight, and I'd love to see him fight AJ for the World Heavyweight title. So I can't wait for next week, to be honest with you.
If Tyson Fury beats Alexander Usyk, what's more likely, Anthony Joshua or trilogy?
Anthony Joshua.
Okay.
I mean, the pressure and the momentum and the noise to make that fight will be huge. And His Excellency knows it.
Just two more very quick ones. February 22nd card, spoke to Frank Warren last week, and he said that if anybody moans about this card, no, you do not know boxing. Have you heard any moans?
No, actually not one. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. In fact, this might be the first card that I've never seen anyone moan at. So this is unbelievable. I mean, I was with His Excellency till very late last night, talking about May and March. I mean, it's never ending. And I've got to say, he's on great form. And when he's on great form, and he's got the bit between his teeth, boxing's in a really good place. So long may it continue.